Money can become a river of possibility in our lives, not a trickle, not a muddy puddle, but a steady flow of sustenance and growth. When we choose to believe in our limitless capacity to earn, save, and share, we align with the powerful energy of abundance that surrounds us every single day. If you're ready to transform your financial story, then allow this moment to be a fresh start. In this journey, we'll explore gentle practices that remind you of your true worth, empower you to dissolve old money blockages, and guide you toward a future of steady, fulfilling prosperity. Even if financial worries have weighed heavily on your heart, like burdens you've carried for far too long, there is a path to freedom. It begins with acknowledging that you deserve every good thing life has to offer. Despite any past doubt, scarcity, or self-judgment, you are worthy of financial comfort and more. These words aren't about covering up problems with forced positivity. Rather, they're an invitation to see the vast potential within you, one that has always been present and only waits for your recognition. Let us honor each step of this process, knowing that real change rarely comes from frantic effort or a quick fix. Instead, it arises from a peaceful, consistent flow of belief in our own potential. We cultivate that flow by nourishing ourselves with self-respect, gratitude, and clarity. As these qualities deepen, our thoughts, words, and actions begin to shift. Suddenly, new doors open, and old habits that once led us into lack or limitation dissolve with surprising ease. Think of this as a safe space where you can learn to welcome wealth into your life. We'll talk about the power of daily affirmations that rewrite stories of lack into invitations for abundance. We'll dive into the root causes of financial stress or insecurity, those sneaky beliefs that might have formed years ago, and gently transform them. Along the way, we'll practice visualizing an abundant future and letting go of unnecessary fears that stifle our capacity to prosper. In the end, this journey isn't just about money. It's about recognizing the brilliance of your spirit and the possibilities that open up when you love and believe in yourself enough to create the life you deserve. Let's walk this path together, one gentle step at a time, and remember, each day, each practice, each thought of self-worth is an investment in your beautiful future of financial freedom. Our sense of self-worth sits at the very center of our relationship with money. Think about how you've perceived money throughout your life. Did you see it as scarce, a constant source of worry, or something that only belonged to others? Often, these beliefs aren't born from facts. They're shaped by past experiences, cultural teachings, and the subtle messages we absorbed in childhood. If you ever heard, "We can't afford that," or "Money is the root of all problems," you may still be carrying a subconscious framework that equates money with fear or limitation. Yet self-worth can unwind these limiting ideas. When we feel genuinely worthy inside, worthy of success, of comfort, and even of luxuries, our external world mirrors that belief. Self-worth isn't egotism. It's an acknowledgement that you hold unique gifts and talents. This acknowledgement fuels a mindset that says, "I am capable of creating the financial stability I desire. I trust myself to handle money with grace." Each time you affirm your worth, you're subtly rewriting the old stories that might have told you otherwise. One powerful way to shift into this healthier narrative is through a brief daily ritual. Stand in front of a mirror each morning, look gently into your own eyes, and whisper an affirmation such as, "I am worthy of financial freedom." Pay attention to how the words feel in your body. Maybe you sense a tinge of discomfort or doubt at first. That's normal. The key is consistency. Over time, these gentle affirmations replace your unconscious script of lack with a conscious belief in your own deservingness. It's also helpful to reflect on any lingering fears about wealth. Do you worry that having more might make you selfish or disconnect you from loved ones? By identifying these hidden concerns, you can begin to dissolve them. Because when you're operating from a place of genuine self-worth, money isn't a tool for separation. It becomes a means to share, build, and uplift others. This shift in perspective can happen in small but meaningful steps. Start by acknowledging one way you currently undervalue yourself. Maybe it's underpricing your work, neglecting to ask for a raise, or feeling ashamed to discuss finances. Then, create a gentle goal that aligns with greater self-respect, such as writing down a new elevated price for your services or scheduling a conversation with your boss. Each act of honoring yourself forms a bridge between your intrinsic worth and the financial rewards that can follow. With self-worth as the bedrock of prosperity, you set the stage for true transformation. As we move forward, we'll delve deeper into practical tools, such as affirmations and mindful techniques that elevate your thoughts and welcome the flow of abundance into every corner of your life. At times, financial stress can feel like a giant cloud hovering above, blocking out the sun of possibility. But what if that cloud was just a figment of thought, a temporary formation crafted by years of scarcity beliefs? Affirmations are a gentle yet powerful way to clear that cloud. They work by planting new seeds of abundance in the fertile soil of your mind, letting you cultivate a garden of optimistic perspectives. An affirmation is more than just a phrase you repeat. It's a statement of truth you're in the process of actualizing. Words carry energy, and when you speak them with conviction, you activate that energy within. Imagine each affirmation like a small spark lighting up a dark room. One spark may not fully illuminate the space, but as you continue adding sparks, the entire room brightens over time. To start, pick a handful of affirmations that resonate with you. Phrases like, "I welcome financial miracles into my life," or "I am open to unexpected opportunities for prosperity," can be wonderful first steps. The key is to choose words that feel uplifting yet believable. If you say something that feels too out of reach, you might resist it internally. Aim for statements that stretch you positively without causing inner conflict. Carve out a few moments each day, maybe just after waking or right before sleep, to recite these affirmations aloud or in your head. Speak slowly, letting each word settle in your heart. Visualize what it means to experience these truths. See yourself opening bills with ease, smiling at your bank statements, or joyfully sharing your wealth with those you love. If any negative thought surfaces, view it gently, then bring your focus back to the uplifting affirmation. Pairing affirmations with a simple visualization can magnify their impact. After you speak your chosen phrase, close your eyes and imagine a scene where it's already real. For instance, if your affirmation is, "I am worthy of wealth," conjure an image of yourself living that statement. Maybe you're calmly paying all your expenses without worry, or you're signing papers for a new home. Breathe into that scenario with gratitude. Over time, repeated affirmations start creating subtle shifts in your emotions and outlook. You may find yourself more open to new ideas or less anxious about financial tasks. As your mindset evolves, so do your actions. This is how affirmations help you step beyond limiting beliefs and into a life that feels expansive, supportive, and hopeful. The clouds of scarcity can finally disperse, revealing the bright sky of possibilities that were there all along, just waiting for your permission to shine through. So many of our challenges around money have roots far deeper than mere dollars and cents. Sometimes, a financial setback triggers memories of childhood embarrassment, like asking for something in a store and being told an exasperated no. Or a random remark from a loved one, such as "money changes people," can plant seeds of unease and self-doubt. It's in these emotional undercurrents that blockages begin, quietly shaping your adult financial behaviors before you even realize it. Healing these roots involves gentle awareness and self-compassion. Start by noticing situations that stir up uncomfortable feelings about money, maybe a pang of guilt when you spend on yourself, or a surge of envy when you see someone else thriving financially. Instead of pushing these emotions away, invite them in for a compassionate conversation. Ask, "Where did you come from?" Or, "Why am I feeling this guilt or envy right now?" You might uncover a memory or an unspoken lesson from the past that's still influencing your present. Writing in a journal can be incredibly cathartic for this process. Set aside a few minutes to explore your financial history. Jot down any significant moments, both positive and negative, that seem tied to money. Notice which stories evoke strong emotions. These stories often hold valuable clues about unconscious beliefs. "I'm not good with money," "I'll never have enough," or "having money makes me greedy." As you bring these beliefs to light, you can gently challenge them. Practicing self-compassion here is key. If you find old memories that sting, remind yourself you did the best you could with the knowledge and resources you had at that time. You're not blaming your younger self. You're simply acknowledging how certain experiences shaped your mindset. By shining kindness and understanding on these painful areas, you begin to dissolve their power over you. Another useful technique is guided reflection. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and visualize that younger version of you who first felt these money-related wounds. Speak kindly to them in your mind. Reassure them, letting them know they're safe now, that they're allowed to let go of old fears. When we offer love and reassurance to past versions of ourselves, we rewrite the narrative that once held us back. Healing doesn't always happen overnight, but every small step counts. Each time you face and release a painful belief, you free up mental and emotional space for new financial possibilities. With time, you'll notice your reactions to money stress softening. Situations that once caused panic or self-doubt become opportunities to affirm your newfound sense of calm and worthiness. In this way, addressing the emotional roots of money blockages paves the path for sustainable financial growth, one that's rooted in peace, understanding, and unwavering self-love. Gratitude is often described as an instant mood lifter, but it's also a powerful magnet for financial prosperity. When you shift your focus to what you already have and truly appreciate it, you send a clear signal to the universe that you're prepared to welcome more. This doesn't mean you're ignoring financial goals or pretending you have no challenges. It simply means that you choose to acknowledge and celebrate the blessings at hand. In that acknowledgement, you open a space for expansion. Consider taking just 5 minutes each day to note down any money-related blessings, no matter how modest. Perhaps someone bought you coffee, or you found a coupon that saved you a few dollars, or you received a compliment on a product or service you offer. Make a habit of listing these moments in a dedicated prosperity journal. By recognizing even the smallest signs of abundance, you begin rewiring your brain to seek more of these uplifting experiences. Moreover, gratitude lightens your emotional load around finances. Dwelling too much on what's missing can breed stress and a sense of lack. Gratitude, on the other hand, imparts a sense of fullness. When you say, "I'm so grateful I paid my bills on time this month," you replace tension with relief and pride. That positive shift in energy often draws in fresh ideas or unexpected opportunities, like a job lead from a friend or a new creative project that grows your income. Beyond writing things down, you can practice spontaneous gratitude throughout the day. When you swipe your card for groceries, pause for a split second and say, "Thank you for providing. I trust more is on its way." When a bill arrives, remind yourself that this means you're receiving a service, electricity, water, internet, that adds comfort or convenience to your life. These small acknowledgments add up, dissolving negative associations and replacing them with appreciation. If you find it challenging to feel grateful because of recent hardships, give yourself grace. Gratitude isn't about denying pain. It's about recognizing even the tiniest spark of light amid darkness. Maybe you're thankful for the ability to breathe freely, or for the friend who supports you emotionally when money is tight. Start there. As you continue, you may discover an ever-widening list of things that bring you joy, security, and hope. Overall, gratitude is like a gentle breeze that clears the fog of financial worries, allowing you to see the path ahead with new clarity. It reminds you that abundance can show up in countless forms, some of which are more valuable than a paycheck. Over time, this habit of giving thanks creates a steady momentum, leading you naturally into greater financial flow and reinforcing your ability to invite more blessings into your life. Our minds crave imagery. From the moment we open our eyes in the morning to the time we drift off at night, we're exposed to countless pictures and scenarios, some real, some imagined. Visualization taps into this natural tendency, steering it toward constructive and empowering ends. Specifically, imagining yourself in a state of financial well-being can pave the way for its actual manifestation. By mentally rehearsing success, you align your emotions, beliefs, and behaviors with the reality you wish to create. Begin by finding a quiet spot where you feel comfortable. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. As your body relaxes, bring to mind a scene of you living in total financial freedom. Perhaps you're enjoying a carefree morning without anxiety about bills. Or you see yourself making meaningful investments or donations without hesitation. Allow every detail to be vivid. What are the colors, smells, and sounds in this picture? Who is with you? How does your body feel? Light, relaxed, confident? It's not uncommon to feel some resistance during this process. Maybe a nagging voice says, "This is unrealistic," or "You'll never get there." Rather than trying to silence it forcefully, acknowledge its presence. Remind yourself that this practice is not about guaranteeing an outcome, but about training your mind to see new possibilities. Over time, repeated visualizations chip away at doubt, replacing it with a familiar sense of yes, I can. To deepen the effect, merge visualization with affirmations. For example, as you see yourself in this prosperous life, softly say, I am completely open to receiving financial blessings. Let the words flow with the images, creating a full sensory experience. If your visualization includes sharing your wealth, imagine the heartfelt gratitude and joy from those you help. If it involves achieving a dream, like owning a home or traveling, sense the emotional fulfillment that accompanies reaching that milestone. Commit to doing this exercise daily, even if just for a few minutes. Visualizations work best when repeated consistently. Think of it like tending a garden. Each session waters the seeds of your aspirations until they grow strong and resilient. Over time, you might notice changes in your day-to-day outlook. You become more resourceful and intuitive about money decisions. Maybe you spot opportunities you used to overlook, or approach negotiations with newfound confidence. This gentle practice doesn't offer a magic wand, but rather a compass that redirects your thoughts and actions toward abundance. It encourages you to see prosperity not as a distant hope, but as an unfolding reality that you can actively shape. As you continue visualizing, watch how this mental rehearsal translates into subtle shifts in your outer world. A little more courage here, a helpful connection there, guiding you step by step toward genuine financial freedom. Financial stress often brings up deep-seated emotions: fear of not having enough, resentment toward those who seem to have it easier, or shame over past decisions. These feelings, while natural, can harden into barriers that block abundance. Imagine trying to hold on to water with your fist clenched tight. It simply can't flow. In the same way, holding on to fear or resentment keeps your life force energy stuck, preventing the natural circulation of prosperity. One gentle approach to release these emotional knots is to engage in a forgiveness meditation. Find a calm space, place your hand over your heart, and bring to mind anyone, yourself included, connected to negative money experiences. It might be a past employer who underpaid you, a relative who always criticized your spending, or even your own younger self who made financial mistakes. In your mind, visualize saying, I forgive you, I free you. I set us both free to receive and share blessings. You're not condoning harmful behavior. You're liberating yourself from the weight of resentment and guilt. Another area often tangled with fear is the dread of future what-ifs. What if the economy crashes? What if you lose your job? These concerns can spiral until they paralyze you, making you afraid to take any proactive steps. A constructive way to handle this is to gently redirect your focus from the unknown to the present. Ask yourself, right now, in this moment, am I safe? Do I have enough for today? Often the answer is yes, at least in some form. By reassuring yourself that you have the resources to deal with the present, you chip away at catastrophic thinking about tomorrow. Remember that any substantial emotional release takes time. You might feel lighter immediately after a forgiveness ritual, only for old feelings to resurface later. This doesn't mean you failed. It's just part of the healing process. Emotions ebb and flow, and each time they arise, you have another chance to practice letting go. Journaling can also help you identify recurrent fears. Whenever you feel tense about money, write down the fear in plain words and then counter it with an affirmation or a gentle statement of truth. For example, fear, I'll never get out of debt. Response, I am creating pathways for financial relief. Every step I take moves me closer to freedom. Through these practices, you gradually replace emotional heaviness with a sense of curiosity and hope. You may notice that opportunities begin to pop up. Maybe you find a more profitable career path or a mentor who offers invaluable advice. By releasing grudges and worries, you clear space in your mind and heart, allowing the natural flow of prosperity to enter and sustain you on your journey to financial well-being. While mindset work is vital for manifesting financial freedom, it flourishes best when paired with tangible, inspired action. Think of it like planting a garden. Affirmations and visualizations prepare the soil, but you still need to sow seeds, water them, and ensure they get sunlight. In the realm of finances, this means taking realistic steps that move you closer to your goal, one deliberate choice at a time. Begin by reviewing your current financial habits. Are you keeping track of what you earn and spend? Are you setting aside savings, even if it's just a small amount each week? A simple budget can serve as a compass, directing your income toward priorities that align with your vision of abundance. Treat this budgeting process as an act of self-care rather than a chore. By respecting your money's flow, you're honoring yourself and the resources entrusted to you. Next, consider whether you have any underused talents or passions that could open doors to extra income. Maybe you've always loved art, music, baking, or writing. Inspired action might mean taking a class to hone those skills or launching a small side venture. When you do what you love, you infuse your efforts with positive energy that can magnetize new opportunities. This doesn't guarantee instant riches, but it does plant seeds for growth and personal fulfillment. Networking, too, can be a form of inspired action. You never know who might connect you to a potential client, employer, or mentor. Try attending workshops or virtual meetups related to your interests. Approach conversations with genuine curiosity about others, rather than focusing solely on what you can gain. Authentic relationships often yield unexpected blessings, sometimes in the form of a timely job lead or a piece of wisdom that changes your trajectory. Equally important is being open to constructive change. Perhaps you realize your financial anxieties can be eased by downsizing unnecessary expenses or relocating to a place where your money stretches further. Such decisions may feel daunting, but if they resonate with your intuition, they could lead to more spaciousness for your future. Again, it's about aligning practicality with an abundant mindset, balancing faith in your inner worth with real-world strategies. As you embrace these daily or weekly practices, keep checking in with yourself. Are you approaching them from a place of fear or from a place of empowerment? If fear creeps in, gently remind yourself of your affirmations and your worthiness. If exhaustion sets in, sprinkle in some self-care, like a mini meditation break or a walk in nature. Every action you take, no matter how small, works in harmony with your inner transformation, laying the foundation for the flourishing of your financial garden. Over time, these inspired steps build momentum, guiding you steadily toward a reality where financial freedom feels natural, earned, and deeply deserved. When thoughts, emotions, and physical well-being align, it becomes much easier to sustain positive changes. Often, stress about money lodges itself in the body, in tense shoulders, shallow breathing, or fitful sleep. By nurturing your mind-body connection, you cultivate an environment where abundance can truly thrive. Think of it as creating a harmonious inner home for the prosperity you're inviting in. A foundational practice for this alignment is regular relaxation or meditation. Devoting even 5 minutes a day to mindful breathing can help reset any anxiety swirling around finances. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and gently follow your breath in and out. If anxious thoughts appear, like a mental to-do list or worry about upcoming expenses, acknowledge them without judgment. Then, redirect your focus to the steady rhythm of your breath. This simple habit not only calms the mind, but also signals your body to release tension, fostering a healthier state of receptivity. Physical exercise is another valuable ally. Whether it's yoga, a brisk walk, or dance, movement helps discharge pent-up energy and clears mental clutter. An added benefit is that physical activity can spark creative thinking. You might suddenly dream up a solution for a financial puzzle, or realize you have a skill that could generate extra income. When the body is active and the mind is relaxed, innovative ideas flow more naturally. You can also create a personal ritual that blends body and mind to reinforce abundance. For instance, in the morning, place your hands over your heart and repeat a short affirmation such as, "I am open and willing to receive." Visualize a gentle golden light entering your body with each breath, filling you with warmth and confidence. As you exhale, imagine releasing any doubts or tensions stored in your muscles. Such rituals might seem small, but their cumulative effect can be profound. Eating habits and sleep patterns play a role too. Nourishing your body with wholesome foods and giving yourself enough rest supports clarity and calmness. It's difficult to maintain a positive mindset when you're overly tired or fueled by junk food. A well-rested body is better equipped to handle challenges, stay focused on goals, and remain open to abundance. Consider journaling how certain foods or sleep routines affect your mood and productivity. This self-awareness makes it easier to tweak daily habits for greater alignment. By weaving these self-care elements into your life, you maintain the energy and mental space needed to pursue financial growth. You're not just surviving, you're flourishing, operating from a holistic sense of well-being. When body, mind, and soul all work together in harmony, your manifestations of prosperity gain a steady foundation. Over time, this balanced approach ensures that not only do you draw abundance into your life, but you also have the strength, health, and clarity to enjoy and share it wholeheartedly. We've journeyed through the empowering steps to bring financial freedom into your reality, beginning with the core of self-worth, moving through gentle affirmations, gratitude, emotional healing, and culminating in practical action fused with holistic well-being. While the path to abundance can sometimes feel winding, remember that each step builds upon the last. Your new perspectives, daily rituals, and small acts of self-compassion create an unshakable foundation from which your prosperity can flourish. At times, you might still hear that critical voice whispering doubts. Acknowledge it kindly, and then reaffirm your worth. Let that voice know you appreciate its concern, but you're choosing a different route now, one grounded in love rather than fear. by consistently returning to your new beliefs, you fortify the truth that you are infinitely capable and deserving of financial ease. Consider this journey as both an inner and outer transformation. Internally, you're rewriting your beliefs, healing old wounds, and expanding your vision of what's possible. Externally, you're taking meaningful steps, budgeting, looking for opportunities, networking, or maybe launching a new project that reflect your renewed mindset. These two levels reinforce one another. The more you shift inside, the clearer your actions become. The clearer your actions, the more evidence you see that transformation is real and attainable. Here's a final affirmation to seal in all you've learned. I embrace my infinite potential to create wealth and share it generously. I am open, I am worthy, and I invite financial blessings into my life. Speak these words whenever you feel you need an extra boost. Let them resonate in your heart, fueling you with the quiet confidence that indeed good things are coming your way. Maintain a spirit of trust, for the universe often meets us halfway when we fully commit to our growth. Know, too, that your financial journey isn't a lonely road. You're part of a greater whole. Friends, family, community, and even people you haven't met yet, who might benefit from the wealth you cultivate. Whether you offer a kind word, a helping hand, or tangible resources, your abundance has the power to ripple outward, touching lives you never imagined. This circular flow of giving and receiving keeps prosperity alive and vibrant. With this final reflection, remember that each day is a fresh start. You have the choice to reaffirm your self-worth and maintain your practices of gratitude, forgiveness, and mindful action. Over time, you'll notice yourself growing more comfortable with prosperity and more at ease sharing your blessings. You'll see that financial freedom isn't a distant dream. It's a living process, one that you're already nurturing with your heartfelt intentions and steady dedication. Embrace this moment, celebrate your progress, and open your arms wide to receive the abundant future that awaits you.